Hi, this is Kathy Evans, and I'm reading my poem, Bio. Born at midnight, fish were spotted on the ceiling, and language all song and curlicues. Mother was a pretty ribbon, father a painted merry-go-round horse. I hunted arrowheads, watched water skeeters on the surface of a pond. I had a pet chameleon with half a tail that lived on my windowsill. Somewhat abstract, I loved swimming pools, the deep end, kissing boys on the high school hill, listening to the sound of distant trains in the middle of the night. I walked in hot mud, ate pie cherries from a tree above a creek, was baptized for the dead, read Edgar Allan Poe, could crack codes, enter caves and sestinas. When asked, what do you want to be when you grow up, I always answered, the weather girl. About this poem. When a poem is selected for publication, the editors usually ask for a bio. Most bios are definitively boring. I wanted to write one that was true to my nature and not the least bit surreal. I wrote down things no one knew about me, but were true. I wanted a poetic bio, a song of myself. If there are 13 ways of looking at a blackbird, there are at least 13 ways of looking at oneself.
We really appreciate Armando Castro's tales from the IE series about Three Dog Night. Three Dog Night, he did 2 takes, so I thought I might add a third take about this band that seemed so close to home. They played the Swing Auditorium an awful lot, and they were popular. People loved to go see them, and this is while they were still rising to fame, and everybody had this album, Three Dog Night album, which is sort of surprising because it seems like there's 6 dogs here. But, just from looking at the songs, one is the loneliest number, Heaven is in Your Mind, Nobody. It was just a really great, pop album, but it was a rockin' first venture, and when you saw them live, it was even more powerful. But I remember, looking at the back of the album and looking at these songs and say, wait, they didn't write all these songs. Who picks the songs? Just a little bit of investigation. I found that it was the band members themselves. It was Danny Hutton and Cory Wells and Chuck Negron. They had sort of a philosophy about it. They chose songs with merit. Was it a good song? Did it have a potential for 3-part harmony? Was it a strong melody? And it had nothing to do with the popularity of the songwriters. So when you think of the songwriters they supported, Randy Newman, Hoyt Axton, Laura Nyro, Harry Nilsson. These weren't well-known songwriters at the time, but they were all great in their own way. Even Paul Williams, they could put some energy into that too. So I think one amazing thing about Three Dog Night was just their choice of songs and how it reflected, not necessarily to the producer. Later on, their producer sort of influenced them to have a more streamlined, pop sensibility. And, this is where the kind of Paul Williams songs come in. But they were still hits, and you listen to them closely, there's still some drive to them. But that first notion that the band was picking the songs, not some corporate entity, and they were very eclectic. I loved that they did a Traffic song, and how they would arrange these would be very, very different from the originals. So that was exciting, especially if you knew something about the originals. In the Randy Newman case, people know Mama Told Me Not to Come. Does not sound a lot like Randy Newman's version, but there's a song, Cowboy, that you'll see in this set that I'm playing later. A Randy Newman song from his first album, I think Something New Under the Sun. This very orchestral and kind of dissonant, and it wasn't a big hit album, but this song was a wonderful look at someone who sort of passed his time and doesn't fit in this modern era. The least likely Randy Newman song a band would pick, and yet Chuck sings this live, and you realize that song spoke to him. And it's a big risk. They're a rockin' band to have this quiet ballad right in the middle of the thing. Showed what nerve they had as a band. Also on stage, and you watch them on stage, you can see them being a tight band, but not an uptight band. They're looking at each other. You can see they're kind of queuing and waiting. Oh, someone missed this mark, or when you're going to finish that keyboard part so we can start singing. So I love the looseness in the live version of Three Dog Night. And that was the final thing, is that, you know, whenever you would see them, whatever song it was, they could put punch into any song. And with this incredible live band, be a rock entity. Anyone who saw them knew there was a difference between the sort of the public singles version of the band and what they would bring on stage moving forward. So you can see why Three Dog Night was so successful in both arenas. One is that they picked their own songs, and it sort of reflected a philosophy about how to push song over commerce and still make it commercial. So I'm so glad for Armando's series, and I just want to put this little tidbit and do a longer segment of some of their live performances, because they're a really good band.
I would like you to listen to these words just for a moment, if you would, please. Thank you. I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. If it's peace you find in dying, well, then let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying when dying time is here, just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. Crazy cold way down there. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born and a world to carry on. Those words written by a young lady who writes some pretty good songs. The name, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. But the songs she's written are things like Stone Soul Picnic, which was recorded by the Fifth Dimension, Sweet Blindness, which is sung by Frank Sinatra. She's just awful good. And not only is she a great songwriter, but she happens to be one of the most talked about singers we have in the country today. First time on television, so I'm kind of doubly happy that I can introduce her to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Laura Nyro.
Come on, people, come on, children. There's a king at the glory. rushed around in the dirty town, and the children let out from the schoolhouse. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street he stood, and he played real good on his clarinet for free. Now me, I play for fortunes and those velvet curtain calls. I got a black limousine and two gentlemen escorting me to the house. Now I play if you have the money, or if you're a friend to me. But the one-man band by the quicklime stand, he was playing real good for free. Nobody stopped to hear him, though he played so sweet and high. They knew he had never been on their TV, so they passed his music by. Oh, I meant to go over and ask for a song, maybe put on some kind of harmony. I heard his refrain as the signal changed. He was playing real good for free.
Great building where he should be. Steve and country closing in on me. City faces haunt the places I rode. Cowboy can ride, can hide today. fight now. Too tired to try. Now scatters dust to the sky. Cowboy, cowboy can ride, can fight now. Too tired to try. Thank you. Yeah, that was good. Lies come lives are coming and the cards say I'm broken home. He's not strong and hard to conquer. He's not strong and hard to conquer. He's not coming, you better die. He's not coming, you better die. He's not coming, hard to conquer. Never, never hard to conquer. But you'll never get away, you'll never get away from the body. I want to another day. Everywhere I go, she won't, but she never get away. She won't, but she never get away. She won't, but she get you. She won't, but she won't, but she never get away. She'll never get away, but you'll never get away from the burning heart. I won't do another day. Everywhere I go, she won't, but she never get away. She won't, but she never get away. She won't come out and get you. She won't, but she won't, but she never get away. slipping away, sitting on a pillow, waiting for night to fall. Girl in a dream, sitting on a pillow. This is the night to go to the celebrity ball. Satin lace is a little pity. Didn't find the time to call. Ready or not, gonna make it to the city. Yeah, this is the night. Go to the celebrity ball. Dress up tonight. Why be lonely? You're staying home and you'll be alone. So why be lonely? Sitting on the pillow, ready to climb. Maybe tonight, how your dream goes, showing her up. Wasn't a celebrity ball. Dress up tonight. Why be lonely? You're staying home and you'll be alone. So why be lonely? Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. 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 Celebrate, celebrate, dance. Why be lonely? Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. 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 Celebrate.